Collective, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, it's been a while, right? It's been a long while since I talked to you guys. I've been really busy lately, so haven't been able to get videos out and stuff like I want to. You know what I mean? Plus, I had to take a break from energy. It was really it was getting to be too repetitive, if I put it like that. It wasn't that it was too much, it's just that it was just repetitive. Now, the video is, kind of weird right now. And that's because I have to get another stand so you guys can see the cards and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So far, the only thing that I really saw out here, especially since, I took my break. Basically, when I was telling you guys about the spirit of Moses being out here, you guys remember that, right? Well, now basically what happens is the people who were assaulting you, people who was insulting you, doing spiritual attacks, the people who were pursuing you, they are slowing down. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of desperate moves that's going to be being made. It's going to be a lot of desperation. It's going to be last minute volleys and things of that nature, because essentially what happens is in the book, in the story about Moses, when he crossed the Red Sea, God had to wait for the people to get across to the other side. So basically, that's what God is waiting for you to do, to get to the other side. And you are now on the other side. At this point, you could have moved. You could have started a new business. You could have started new endeavors, a new career, going back to school. There's a variety of different things that you are doing in your life, right? Which you're channeling and focusing your creative energy towards a goal. Actually, in this Aries energy, it's more about action. So right now, I'll calculate that everything should be in chaos and disorder. So after you made a move, if it's a good move, everything should be in discord and chaos right now. And the reason for that is because when you make a bold step or a bold move, or you take a strong leap forward, you have to come from out of your balanced energy to do that. You see what I'm saying? You got to step out of your comfort zone to do that. Now, when you do that, you're going to be off balance for a little bit. You know what I mean? But you have to learn how to restabilize your balance, because essentially that's what life is going to be about. It's a system of balance and harmony and disharmony in balance with one another. When you are in disharmony, it's forcing you to make a bold move. You see what I'm saying? And once you make that bold move, you're going to make a bold move, and then it's still going to be a little chaotic, but you're going to learn how to rebalance yourself. Okay? Now, another thing that was out here that I did recognize was that basically it was the story of the Amalekites. Okay? So there's more insight into the people who had been sending spiritual attacks your way and who had been fighting with you. Now, basically the people who you're fighting against are called the Amalekites. Okay? The Amalekites have long been the enemies to, us, to Christians. At least if you're a Christian, they have long been the enemy to the, to the people of God, or people who are of the divine, And the Amalekites showed up first when Moses had Joshua. It was Moses and Joshua. That's when they first showed up, after they left Egypt. And God told Moses to go defeat the Amalekites. The Amalekites were cowardice people, okay? They're people who pick on people who are weak. Most of them, it's and I got this from Bishop T.D. Jakes. I want to make sure I give him his, credit. But he was saying that these people, they were like cowards. They like to pick on the weak. They feed off of the weak. They go after women and children and the sick and the elderly, or people who are isolated and alone. They group up together to go after these people, right? But they're also skinwalkers, okay? Now, there's a difference between a skinwalker and a shapeshifter. A shapeshifter absorbs the energy of people around them and start taking on their personality and traits and start becoming them. But they don't limit themselves to people. They do it to everything. Like, you know, when it comes to like animals and stuff like that, they do it in the spiritual realm to everything. They absorb the energy of everything. They're indiscriminate. Now, a skinwalker is somebody who tries to absorb your energy and assume your identity to replace you. This is the first form of cloning that we have seen. It's the first, this is like the cancerous cell in the spiritual community. Because I'll just say, do your homework about cancer and how cancer cells work, operate, and how they disguise themselves and how they infect other, cells, okay? Long story short, they were shapeshifters. And they did a lot of magic and stuff like that. So basically what Moses had to do was God, when Moses and Joshua went to war, God told Moses to keep the staff of God holding up high. And as long as Moses was holding that staff high, it was distorting the energetic frequency and the energetic connections that the people had to work with to do magic while in battle against the children of God. Okay? So they couldn't do their shape-shifting properly. They couldn't do magic spells properly. Things were backfiring and reversing. Okay? And all while this is going on, they are in the middle of a battle. A physical battle with Joshua. Moses' hands started getting weak. So they had to come. There was two people that came and they held Moses' arms up. When Moses' arms started getting tired and he started letting it down, the children of God started losing. But when he raised it up high, that's when he started winning. Okay? Now, the next phase, it brings us to David. King David also fought with a chapter of the Amalekites, okay? King David went to, I forgot what city he went to, and he went there to swear his alliance with the Philistines against somebody. And the Philistines said, no, we don't want to work with you because at one point you used to be our enemy. We don't know what your motive is. So David said, okay, well, I've been with you guys this long, in a sense. So he was just like, okay, him and his men went home. When they got home, their whole village was ransacked and destroyed. All the women and children were gone, and you know what I'm saying? So all the men, they were upset and stuff because all the warriors were gone. So David prayed to God, and he asked God, he said, what shall we do? He described the situation, and a lot of men, they were upset and furious with David. And then what God said was pursue. So David got his men, they went in pursuit of these people, right? And along the way, they found a man that was like really sick on his deathbed. They nursed him back to health, and come to find out, he was the servant of the people who raided the camp. And what he did was he told them that, if you don't turn, if he said, I will help you. Hold on. I will help you, but you can't tell my master that you found me. And you know what I'm saying? Just don't tell my master that you found me and to let me go free. And he said, yeah, you could go free. Go ahead. No big deal. You could go. But I want you to show us where they are first. So he led them to them. And when he led them to them, David and his men killed everybody in the camp. Now, there was another story of the Amalekites. There was, Gideon. The children of Israel, they had been oppressed by the Gideon, I want to say like the Melanite, Amorites, and I can't remember all the names of it, but I got, the story comes from Bishop T.D. Jakes, all right? So What he ended up doing was God came to Gideon and said, come forth thy warrior. And he was like, what did we do to deserve this and all this? And God basically told him that it was time to rise up and go to war against the Amalekites. So first he tested God to make sure God was going to give him the power, and God gave him the power. And then after testing God, he got his men together, and God told him to test his men a certain kind of way. And, it boiled down to 300 men, right? At the end of the day, he had 300 men against a whole army of Amalekites. I want to say a form of Amalekites. Now, what they did was they waited till it was night, and they surrounded the camp, and they took out torches and lit their torches, and they blew their horns. Everybody blew their horns and stuff like that, and it was just like a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? It was just a big commotion. And long story short, they were able to overcome and seize those people. This is the chapter that we're in now. It's about the Amalekites, okay? That's who you're going to war with, the Amalekites. These are people who will team up with other cults. These are people that will team up with other people. There was, because essentially you have different groups and sects of these people. You got the group that is, that does it, that attack women and children, that cowardice part. You got those who, do the magic. And you got those who, basically, that are allianced with them, in a sense. Long story short, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, that's what we're warring against right now. We are warring against Amalekites, okay? The key to defeating the Amalekites was definitely God's power, okay? Now, the story, I brought all of that up because this is telling you basically all the strengths and the weaknesses of the enemy. The enemy is in a position where their spell works, their chants, their mantras, their tantras, and their yantras are all detrimented. Their energies is not necessarily blocked, but there's a huge interference. There's a detrimentation over the enemies. They're in the blind right now. As a matter of fact, they're attacking each other, just like the Amalekites did when Gideon came and surrounded the camp. They were so afraid that they started fighting each other and killing each other. You being the person that you are, our God is a God of making people and making things enough. If you look at the Bible, everything about God boils down to making you enough. God made oil enough for Elijah. He made a dirty sea enough for healing through Elisha. He made, through Jesus Christ, he made bread enough for many men. He made fish enough for many men. If you pay attention, a lot of the miracles in the Bible boil it down to making things enough. Taking insignificant things and making them enough. God made David enough to conquer Goliath. In this day and age, if you are strong in your faith, this is not the time of fear. Because essentially what's going on here is that you have to know that God, no matter what you're going through or whatever battle is coming your way, God is going to make you enough. Joshua was outnumbered against those Amalekites, but God made him enough. Gideon was outnumbered. God made him enough. You see what I'm saying? David, outnumbered, made him enough. In this season, God is going to make you enough to conquer your enemy. The spirit of making you enough is out here, and the enemy knows it. They know. God is making you enough to deliver the final blow. Whatever the final blow is for you, that's what it has to be. Your enemy, before you mind run wild, just understand this. I'm not telling you what to do, but just understand. When your enemies came to you and they sought you out, they sought you with malice and envy and greed in their heart, with the desire to overtake you, to seize you, to kill you, to sacrifice you. That's what they came to do, to sacrifice you. And the truth is what unnerves them. It makes them nervous to hear the truth about what they plan to do. God has come, God is here to make you enough to finish this task. Okay? Now, like I said, I still got to get my, what is that? I got to get a stand. I got to get a stand together. There's been a lot of stuff going on here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to pull on the cards, and, it's going to be a quick message because I didn't intend for that intro to go that long. But like I said, in this season, God is making you enough to finish off the last of this cycle. He's making you enough. So if you go through a hardship and you worried and you stressed and you tired, or, you find yourself, in a situation, just know that situation isn't always the enemy. It's God making you enough, because that power is going to come from God. Pay attention. Like, if something unfortunate happens or misfortunate happens to you, find the lesson in that. When you find the lesson in that, apply it to your spiritual warfare path. Apply it to yourself. That way, when you do that, it's going to strengthen you against your enemies when the time comes. You don't need to know how it has to be applied. It's going to come to you when the time is right. Overall energy here, we have the Hangman energy in reverse. We got the Three of Cups here. And we got the Empress energy out here. Yeah. You've been released from something. There was something about like a mental hole or a block on your spiritual gifts, or a block on your creativity, or something about this Neptune. It's a Neptunian energy here, like a delusion or illusioned energy. You've been freed from that energy, from some kind of, you freed yourself from that energy. And freeing yourself, there's like this energy of, you are entering into this powerful era, or this powerful time where you are pretty much at the peak of your power, because you got the Empress out here and you got the Three of Cups out here. With the Empress card, in my opinion right now, that's probably one of the strongest cards in the deck, because the Empress does things effortlessly. She could go to war with someone and effortlessly win. She's subtle. She uses her power of action and suggestion to accomplish what she set out to do. There's maybe ideas and projects that you are working on. I'm seeing success in those things. This is the time to celebrate an idea or a project that you brought into fruition. I see you celebrate. I see like this celebratory energy. You and your spirit guides are celebrating. It's a celebratory energy. You broke through something. There's something here that you broke through. And it has something to do with like trying to keep you like in a disillusioned energy or something like that. But what I'm seeing here is that you reclaimed your power. You got the Ten of Pentacles out here. You got the Tower card in reverse out here. And you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah. There's no longer a block on your manifestations, and you avoided a tower here. By you avoiding some kind of tower here, or tower moment, that is what right there is what's going to secure your Ten of Pentacles. That's generational wealth. So you got a lot of good cards out here. You broke through a some kind of spell, or some kind of disillusioned energy here. Doesn't always have to be a spell. Could have just been you listening to the wrong people. And you finally stepped out on faith and did what you had to do. There's a celebration of that. You re-entered into your Empress energy here. And because of that, you're being rewarded. A path has opened up for you to have generational wealth. And you avoided a tower. There was something that was avoided here. Something was avoided here. And also, if you felt like your manifestations was blocked or detrimented or whatever, that's coming to an end. all that blocking your manifestations and doing money work and stuff on you, or whatever was going on in terms of your money. Say something was keeping you confused about your money or something of that nature. All of that is over. That's done. You have the Knight of Swords out here. Yes, this is you acting on your plans. This is you taking bold action. This is what the universe is saying, that you are highly favored in taking bold action. When you make plans to move forward in life or to act on your gifts and abilities and things of that nature, take bold action. Be bold. Be bold. At this time in this Aries energy, be bold. Taurus energy that's coming up, you're going to use that energy to balance everything out. You see what I'm saying? That's a grounding energy. Aries energy out here is about bold action, about the eye. You have the Five of Pentacles out here in the thought part. Yeah, there was a plot or a plan to leave you out in the cold or to strip you of all your finances. Like I said, somebody was trying to keep you from using your gifts so that they could like feed or harvest off you some kind of way. I pulled cards yesterday and it was saying like somebody was just pretty much blocking everything that you do, or trying to like do maybe spell work, but just blocking everything that you do, talking down on everything that you do, because they needed to be in a certain energetic space so that they could feed off of your energy. Somebody out here was trying to feed off your energy and manifest off of your dark energy. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that with energy like that, you have to accept the karma that's affiliated with it. Like say if you're in a depressive energy and somebody's trying to manifest off your energy and you're in a depressed mood, they're going to draw onto themselves the karma of depression. You see what I'm saying? And that's how the energies are working. The energies have certain karma has certain energies attached to it. That's why when you do certain things out of a certain intent or energy, when the karma comes back, it's with that same intent or energy. You see what I'm saying? It comes back with that same intent or energy that was sent out. And somebody, I get the vibe that somebody here is like wounded or something like that. Somebody is on crutches or something like that. Something about a cast, or somebody who's like, I don't know. It's like somebody is like in a cast or something, or on crutches or something like that. And I also see like this person is being like looked after by like another woman, but she don't have many resources. Whoever this woman is, she doesn't have that many resources here. And it looks like, yeah. You were bold in your plans and it backfired. It backfired in a major way against whoever was trying to bring this out onto you. Like they might even been trying to make you homeless or leave you out in the cold, or maybe even you thought that you were going to miss out on something or something of that nature. But the truth is, that's not the truth. Yeah, I also see the Nine of Cups here in reverse here. So since they can't keep you in a disillusioned state mentally, somebody out here is trying to keep you conflicted internally, starting with your emotions. Somebody's trying to pretty much give you an emotional imbalance. Somebody else is trying to do like a mental imbalance and an emotional imbalance. They're trying to attack like your mind and your heart so that it'll affect your money. But what they don't know is that you've been dodging this shit for a while now. You dodged the bullet here. You got every right to celebrate at this time because of the things that you created. In the reality of the situation, the Four of Swords here, you did what you had to do. Make sure you take time to rest and rest up. Get plenty of rest. This is the time of balancing things out with the Four of Swords here. Remember I told you that the Taurus energy, the Taurus energy here is going to be like for balancing and like balancing out and harmonizing energies and stuff like that. That's what you're being instructed to use this Taurus season for. Not just money, or grounded energy or whatever it may be, but it's to balance out balance out everything after a bold move. So let's say if you took some money and made an investment and you're in a hole or whatever, that investment is going to pick up, but as it's picking up, start taking the steps to balance your situation out by eliminating debt and things of that nature. And when you're done, that's when it's going to like really thrive. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got the Two of Swords out here. You got the Five of Swords in reverse here. And you got the Strength card here, okay? So basically, somebody here sees you as a person who's in a position of power right now. And remember I told you, just like with the Amalekites, how you had that one person that the rest of the group left behind. That's what happened in the spiritual group too. There's somebody in this spiritual group that got left behind. They were being used like a pawn like everybody else. But this person probably got sick. This person probably had a tower moment. This person has something devastating happen to them as a result of the spell work that they had, that they were participated in, right? You're going to have to make a decision and make a decision about this person here, because you're in a position of strength or power. This person can lead you to the rest of the group of the people who did what they did to you. There's somebody that was outcasted in that group. Somebody was outcasted. You got the four cups in reverse. You got the Seven of Swords in reverse, and you got the nine of Swords in reverse here. Yeah, whoever this person was, they cut this shit out cold turkey. They're not watching you anymore. Whoever this was, it's like they're trying to focus on them. After they took this L, they're trying to focus on them now. And it's like they changed their life around a little bit, and they're on a straight and narrow now. And as a result, the nightmares that they were having from dealing with the spirits that they were attached to looked like there was about 9 spirits. So that means there could have been a group of 3 people who did something 3 times, or it could have been a group of 9 people that did something, or it could have just been 3 people who did basically the power of 3 is what I'm seeing here. Somebody's being haunted by some spirits that they conjured up. They were being haunted by spirits that they conjured up. Some deceptive spirits. Whoever this person was, when they decided to walk away from this situation, that's when things start clearing up in their mind. Yep. Somebody was sick and got left behind. You got the Ace of Pentacles here. You got the Star card out here. And you got the King of Pentacles out here. So the goal here was to rob you of some kind of opportunity that was going to come your way. Somebody was trying to basically use their resources and stuff like that, or abuse their resources against you for money and fame. That's what this is about. Somebody wanted to be like in the limelight. Somebody wanted to like pretty much they wanted your light. That's what this was about. Whoever this person is, they know about it. Let's look at this person that know about it. Yeah, you got the Queen of Pentacles out here. You got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And you got the Temperance card out here. Yeah, whoever this person was, they could be an earth sign. But I'm seeing this has to do with like a baby mama or something like that. This could be like a girlfriend, baby mama. You know what I'm saying? This is a woman who is with child, had a child, works with children, or even just somebody who works with the money some kind of way as well. But the vibe that I'm getting here, this could be like somebody's like baby mama or something like that. And when all of this was hitting, this person was taking a lot of L's. They were losing a lot of money. They were loaning. They ended up having to borrow a lot of money that they didn't have to help keep this shit going. And with the Temperance card out here, this person was trying to find peace of mind after that. Like this person probably, maybe they are in debt as a result of all of this that happened. But things are starting to change. Things are starting to balance itself out because this person chose to walk away and leave well enough alone. Whoever this person was. Tell us more about the Amalekites. Now, in terms of those who are warring against you, and not just, it don't always have to be like spell work or black magic. It could just be somebody who's in your life telling you what you can and can't do, or telling you not to do certain things so you'll stay in a certain place so that you are afraid to explore your highest potential. But the Amalekites in your life, you got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You got the Two of Cups in reverse. And you got the Two of Wands in reverse here. So with the Amalekites, they're dividing into groups. There's a group that's divided here. If there was one soul group, they're divided, and it looks like people are walking away from someone. Someone is definitely walking away from, it could be two men. One man is walking away from another man here. You got the Two of Cups out here in reverse. This give me the energy of two men. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. There's two men. It's like a two male couple, two masculine energy couple. It's a couple between two masculine energies. One of them is in love with the other, but the other don't love them the same way, that it doesn't feel the same way about them that they feel about them. This could be female as well, but I'm seeing two masculine energies here. Yeah. There's two men. There's masculine energies that are separating and walking away. It's like not necessarily walking away from the work, but walking away from each other. There's a discrepancy in a group. And then there's the Two of Cups in reverse here. There's a lot of conflict about love and who's in love with who and who's been sleeping. And it's the energy of basically a love situation going wrong. That's why, they say you shouldn't date people that you work with. Now imagine if all of these people are co-workers and they've been dating each other and stuff like that, and gossip has been going around, but these are all men. You got the Eight of Pentacles out here in reverse. Yeah. So somebody's hard work has gone to waste. Somebody was like working really, 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 really hard to make this shit work. They were with whoever this is. It's one person in this relationship that was trying to do everything they could to make this work with this other person. And this person still left them. So the Amalekites is going through an internal civil war. This civil war should last about another couple of years or so. I will say a couple of months, but this isn't a couple of month thing. Whatever this is, whatever this fight is, because it's a war of passion, it's going to last for a while. There's going to be bitterness behind this. You got the Lovers card out here. You got the Eight of Swords out here in reverse. And you got the Seven of Cups out here. Somebody isn't trapped like they thought they were. Like maybe if this was like a one-sided situation, give me the vibe of somebody in the group put a spell on somebody to make them marry them or love them or something of that nature, or be with them in some kind of way. But this person broke free out of the bubble. Whatever it was, they broke free out of it. And now they're starting to see all the possibilities that they could have had that they didn't have originally. Somebody's getting ready to explore all of their options after breaking free out of a love spell is what I'm seeing here. That's all I got for now. I'll catch up with you guys later. Of course, there's a whole lot more to this story, but I'm not going to delve in too deep. So, yeah, like I said, be careful of the Amalekites. And also, I ask, just, watch over yourself. You know what I'm saying? It is the new moon energy. So, definitely, if you do your spiritual baths, and all that other, stuff, or whatever you do, or don't, that's on you. Yeah. I had a brain fart because I was caught between seeing something that I think should be held on to. So basically what I'm going to tell you now is like the Amalekites aren't as strong as you are. They aren't as powerful as you are. They aren't as smart as you are. They are not as talented as you are. They are not as capable as you are. They put on the front of being all these things. But everybody knows that true warriors fight people of equal strength, not lesser. You know what I mean? If they really want to consider themselves as strong, why won't they fight you and your group or your crew or come see you directly? They won't. So by the blood of Christ, I plead the sword of Jesus Christ over this entire situation with the Amalekites. And with that being said, I'm asking that Lord Christ comes forth with his mighty sword and cut through all things demonic, low vibrational, and that does not serve you or me. And call back our energy in a manner where anything that try to detriment it is pierced by the sword of Christ, by the sword of Saint Michael, by the sword of Archangel Uriel, by the sword of Archangel Zachiel and Zaphkiel and Castiel. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, so it shall be. From this day forward, any low vibrational energies that come to war with you, attack you, if you are of God, if you are in good graces with God, you will be fine. Even those who try to hire others to do it while they stay in good graces, the moment that they exchange currency, whether the currency is money, sex, opportunities, resources, is the moment that that person accepts the very same karmic curse over their own lives. Okay? So rise up, stay bold, stay true. All right. Love y'all all. Take it easy. Peace.